Is Ursula von der Leyen about to get fired? She already survived one no-confidence vote earlier this summer, and now the European Parliament will put her to the test again with 2 fresh votes that threaten to bring her down. Why are European members of Parliament moving against her? Well, there's Pfizergate scandal, Mercosur, Tariffs, Gaza, war-mongering, and a lack of transparency and accountability, a long list. And this time, opposition is coming from both the left and the right. What's the most damaging scandal? Well, that would be Pfizergate. In 2022, von der Leyen exchanged secret text messages with Pfizer chief executive Albert Bourla, texts tied to vaccine contracts worth 35 billion euros. Even the Europeans' own court ruled she acted wrongly by refusing to make these messages public. Judges actually said she was guilty of maladministration. But Pfizergate was only the beginning. On the right, MEPs have raged against her handling of the EU-US tariffs, accusing her of selling out European industry. On the left, MEPs have denounced her stance on Gaza and Israel, arguing the European Commission's foreign policy betrays human rights and European values. And then there's the Mercosur deal, which has united critics from across the political spectrum. The agreement would open EU markets to beef, soya, and other South American agricultural imports, often produced under weaker environmental and labour standards. EU farmers' groups are enraged, and environmentalists say it will fuel deforestation. Right-wing MEPs call it a triple betrayal of farmers, consumers, and the environment, while the left asks, why import what Europe already produces? Their protests are, however, likely to come to nothing, because the European Commission has the power to ignore them. The only weapon the Parliament has to show discontent is the vote of no confidence. Most such votes are destined to fail. They are usually symbolic protests by a minority in the European Parliament. So how does a no confidence vote actually work? Well, under the EU treaty, it needs the support of 361 MEPs out of 720. The authors of the motion can't just target Madame von der Leyen. A censure vote would bring down the whole European Commission, and that makes rallying sufficient support much harder. Every such attempt so far to bring down the Commission has in fact failed. Since 1979, the European Parliament has launched 11 censure motions. Jacques Delors, the architect of European integration, was targeted 3 times over agricultural reforms and trade policy. He survived each time. Romano Prodi, an Italian, was dragged into the Eurostat scandal. He also survived, but the censure vote stained his mandate. José Manuel Barroso, accused of favoritism and corruption. The vote failed, but it revealed rising Euroscepticism across the bloc. Jean-Claude Juncker was attacked over Luxembourg's tax havens. Like everyone else, he survived, but the censure highlighted growing anger over EU elites hiding behind shell companies. Only once, in 1999, did a commission actually fall, when Jacques Santer and his team resigned just before the vote. Von der Leyen herself survived a censure attempt in July. There were 175 votes in favour of it and 360 against. We talked with the first MEP to want to bring her down.
We need to change the driver. Frau von der Leyen cannot be anymore the driver.
So this month, Madame von der Leyen is back in the dock. 2 more confidence motions, one from the right and one from the left. Both accuse her of failure. Both say she has lost legitimacy. For the first time ever, our Commission President faces 3 no-confidence votes in just 4 months. Even if they all fail, the message is clear. von der Leyen has become a lightning rod for everything that's wrong with the Union. However, her opponents remain divided. The left has confirmed it will not back the motion brought forward by right-wingers in the Patriots for Europe group in the Parliament. And that division may yet save von der Leyen's political career. Division is Ursula von der Leyen's only hope of survival.